Alright, so TF2 updated last night with this stupid Meet Your Match update. So I'm going to try to find a game. I don't want to play competitive anyway. This is like 6v6 shit. What I really want to do, in general, is play 2 Fort and just jerk off. Alright, so 12v12. Automatic loss, no experience, fine. Late joins, whatever. So I generally only play 2 Fort just because I'm not like trying to be super competitive. I'm not trying to learn a bunch of maps. Well, I do want this. Can't unclick that. 0 exclude remaining. Alright. Annoying. I'm not a huge fan of payload. I'm not really a fan of anything but sort of 2 Fort. I like the ability to control maps at some point. I don't really like learning a bunch of new maps. I got a lot of friends that play and we don't want to learn a bunch of new maps. But whatever. If I had to pick a second one, what would the second one be? I guess King of the Hill, because then I don't have to run around in circles finding the actual objective. Alright, so what's this? Play with friends. Create a party. Well, I don't really have... It's kind of early in the morning on a Friday. Level 1. Alright, how did I even get to level 1? I should be level 0. Haven't played any games. So I guess I'm going to start a search. So let's see how long this takes. I guess there's no lobby system. That would be nice. So yeah, my feeling on I just want to pick a server and jump into it. I want to pick a 2 Fort server that has vanilla settings. I don't want fast spawn. I really don't like fast spawn because it's just like our friends, we tried to win the game. So we like when games are over, when people cap and somebody wins. I don't mind losing. I don't like to lose, but I don't mind losing. So you meet people who are like really camp their base, which is generally most of the people. But so like, they'll die and 20 seconds later they'll come back and defend their base. They're camping their base and they defend it. The problem with like instant spawners, you still get the same people who camp their base like religiously. These pyros who stand in front of their spawn or like in their courtyard, and then they take like 10 damage and they're running back to their locker and getting health, and then they're coming back and they're just like spamming the reflect key, or they're nipping away at anybody who's attacking, so you're slowly bleeding yourself to death as an attacker against these people who are always camping the base. And that's fine. That's how they play. Whatever. And in a regular spawn, a vanilla spawn game, eventually you kill them, and then you move towards the objective, which is going to take you like at least 20 seconds to get there. And then, you'll have to kill them again on the way out. Or maybe somebody else fights them and distracts them, or whatever. But an instant spawn, that guy, you're going to have to kill that guy. Let's say, because a lot of times you might even be the only guy who's attacking. You might have to kill that guy. Not only that guy, but then the other guys who have half a brain to defend the intel. You're going to have to kill those guys at least twice, like in a fast spawn. Maybe even 3 times to get the intel out in one shot. So that's why instant spawn, these games turn into just complete deadlocks where nothing really happens. Guys, they call you a tryhard for running into their base and killing a bunch of motherfuckers, but who's the tryhard? The guy who's, not really concerned that he dies, which is me. I don't care that I die. I'm just going to try to do the objective, and I'll run into your fortified defense as many times as it takes to get it. Who's the tryhard? The guy who doesn't care that he dies and just wants to, kill a bunch of motherfuckers? Or the guy who's so afraid to die that he's in and out of his spawn all the time? So who is the tryhard? That's the question. Anyway, I think if you call somebody a tryhard, it says more about you than anything. Anyway, so that's my feelings on instant spawn. Instant spawn is awful. So, community servers are mostly instant spawn because all of the cool vanilla servers who, had a lower population of, a lower potential population of people who wanted to play got sort of iced out by that whole quick play thing. The quick play took out, it reduced the incentive for people joining that server, because most noobs, when they come on, they just hit quick play and they go, alright, go, instead of like going to the server browser and clicking on the server that you last played on. So all those community servers started to lose population and lose it. So most of the cool vanilla ones went away, because now most of the people who click on the server browser, they want a fast spawn server for some reason. So all those community servers that had vanilla settings, most of them are gone. They might actually come back and get populated. I played on Lotus last night, which I haven't played on in ages, but it was actually populated. But I really like the Valve servers. You could just jump in and out. One server, if you got on one server that had a bunch of hoovies, throwing sandwiches at each other, or like doing a conga in the fucking sewers, you could just leave the server and find another one. Or you could, if your team didn't want hoovies, we could kick them out, and then we had a more competitive team. Not that it needs to be competitive, but when you're the only guy on your team that's trying to kill everybody else, and every time you leave your base, you're shooting the guy in front of you, and some guy is always sneaking up behind you, because you never have like a teammate who's maybe just recently spawned coming behind you to help. Just randomly, you're always out there, and there's always somebody coming from behind. So that's why it's not so much that I want to win so bad that I get mad at hoovies and stuff. It's just that they waste a slot of some guy who might actually help me kill something. Anyway, I'm rambling on here because of this system, which really doesn't help me understand what's happening. So we have all these players in game, right? We have all these players searching. So there's not a way to get 24 people in a game quicker than this. We got 981 servers nearby. Oh, 976. We got players searching and compatible, 311. And we can't somehow figure out a way to get me and 23 other people into a server already. We have to wait longer. I'm pretty sure that's all I have to do, right? Well, I can click that. This is like the... Ooh, it didn't spin that time. Uh-oh, what did I do wrong? This is the distract your mind. This is the shiny thing that we can do while we're waiting for this. I think I used up all my spins. Oh, no, I got it. Seriously? If I click this, it's gonna take me probably out of this whole scenario. Maybe. That doesn't help me much. The compatibility list shrunk, and I guess there's a big queue, and I mean, there's more than enough people to get people on a server. It's pretty long to wait to get into this shit. I mean, I took a shit before. Before I started TF, I could have started this up, then took my shit, then come back and just sort of been the same place and still getting annoyed. So even still, I don't even know what map they're gonna throw me on. I'm not gonna know the map. I pretty much only play one map. I like 2 for it. Just because it's just... I mean, I don't play TF for the experience of, like, the visuals. I don't see visuals like other people do. I just run around. I want to shoot stuff. I want guys to be... After I spawn, I want it to only take, like, 5 or 10 seconds before I can shoot something again. Kill him or die. I don't care. I don't want to have to run a certain distance where I don't even know where I'm going, and then maybe find a guy and then kill him. So every time one of these games is I'm gonna have to do this every time, and then go into a new map that I've probably never played, and then like run around in circles trying to find people to kill. Anyway, so yeah, 2 for it. I like it because, you know, you can affect the outcome of a game yourself. You know, I look around at the team, I look around at the team balance, and I'm like, alright, we got, you know, a decent amount of killing power, but we have no defense, so I could throw up a sentry, and my one sentry can pretty much stop their entire team. Because for the most part, if we have a decent offense, then there's not going to be a whole lot of guys coming into the base in the first place. Or if, you know, we have nobody who's playing offense, I can go and kill a bunch of people and take their intel. You know, I have an actual effect on the game myself. And it's, you know, it's just, I don't really embrace change so much. I don't play to win. I don't play to be anything. I play just to be able to get out there and shoot some motherfuckers as fast as possible and play with my friends, you know. But this is really long. This compatibility list has stayed constant nearby for a long time. I feel like we should be in already. Well, we should have been in 5 minutes ago. But yeah, like in maps like, you know, the push the cart, if you're the only decent player on your team, you can never ever win that because the other team's gonna thrash you. You can't even, you know, a lot of times in 2-4, you're just hoping that some of these really shitty players at some point get bored and leave or get voted out because they're AFK eventually. But like and you can just sort of hold out for as long as you can until you get yourself a decent squad. But like in push the cart maps and shit, I mean, you're just gonna get rolled. Definitely, you can't like do one thing that's gonna stop or slow down the other team. Yeah, I don't get all talk either. I don't really understand. Going back to community servers, you got instant spawn, which a lot of people like because oh my god, to be not playing, to spend 12 seconds in your own little mind, it must be, hell for some people. But then you have like all talk, and all talk is one of two things. It's just it's the irony of all talk is that in a lot of cases, people who are actually playing the game and who are, trying to accomplish anything, if we had two teams that are trying to win the game, nine most times nobody is speaking. You have actually less communication than a non-all talk server because, an intelligent person is not going to say, I'm in their intel room. Where should I bring it or whatever? Because, or I'm an engineer and I just built in their intel room. So now you got to type that shit in. That's a big deal. But most intelligent people are not going to use comms if the other team can hear you. So I don't really understand all talk. These skill servers, they're all talk. So speaking of skill, I have a lot of fun, you know, very occasionally with skill. What we do is I'll take like Cat or Griff, and they'll medic me, and I'll play soldier with with the rocket launcher and the righteous bison, and we'll go into their sewers, and hopefully we can recruit an engineer, and we'll get a base going in their sewers. We get teleporter and the sentry up and all that shit. And then we'll hang out for a little while, and we'll kill like the people coming in, and then so we become a focus for the other team, because most times the other team isn't leaving their base anyway. They're patrolling their sewers with the super base Humper Pyro, and then the super base Humper Pyro doesn't really go anywhere unless he has a medic. So then they get a medic, and then they come down in the servers, and they're always policing the servers, so they feel big and bad. But then what Griff and I do is we just destroy them, because Griff always puts on crits, and if I don't know if you've ever done Bison with crits, it's just insane. So we go down there, and everybody who comes down, I just yell Griff, hit it, and then anybody who's in that sewer hallway, they get annihilated, because the Bison shoots like 2 or 3, I don't know if you call them projectiles, but whatever it is, and it goes through every single person. So on one shot, I could kill as many people who come down there. So I know that I think they nerfed it. I haven't read the details on what the nerf on the Bison is, but I heard it was something like it doesn't shoot more projectiles. It like maybe only shoots one, and I think that now it doesn't go through people like how they nerfed the early Thompson. The Thompson used to be that you shoot down a hallway and it would keep going until the end, and it would kill, hurt everybody in its path. So I think that they nerfed that part of it, and I also think they nerfed the multiple projectiles that came out of it, out of one shot. So anyway, so what we would do, because it was a skill, and when it was an all talk server, and we hate all talk, we just go on, and we would just mute every single person on the server, and then we would just start talking shit to each other, like, oh my god, I can't believe that guy came down here. So on and we don't want to hear everybody talking back, because it's like distracting. So we would mute every single person, and fucking people hated us. And because eventually at some point somebody comes on who's new, and that you didn't remute people, so you just hear people yelling and talking shit and getting so mad, because we would just like, oh my god, I can't believe that guy came down here, that guy's terrible, and we would just say all these like inflammatory things to get people excited. It was fucking hysterical. But yeah, we would do that really once every, like, I don't know, we're talking months. We would hardly ever do that. But when we used to do that, it was fucking hysterical. I did it once with a cat recently. Recently is like 3 months ago, maybe two, and it was just cat laughing into the mic. Must have made them crazy. We're still waiting. Why are we still waiting? There's nothing I can do, right? There's no button I can click to help this. There's no join now. There's no whatever. I mean, this is incredible. But yeah, those games in Skill are so fun. But yeah, I hate those all talk servers because even if you just want to like screw it and just talk, you gotta hear all this stupid like asinine replies like there's a medic and heavy in our basement. No, there's not. It's just so like ugh. And then instant spawn. Ugh. And then some of these maps, like these control point maps, you can't get your team coordinated. Like even if it wasn't all talk, you can't get pubs coordinated to do anything. And listen, we're all pubs. We're all playing on a pub. But so I'm not demeaning, pubs. No, I'm not competitive. What else is there? There's pubs, there's community servers. They're all still pubs. But yeah, you can't get all these people coordinated. This guy, he's looking to trade his silly hat, or he's trying to find a hat, or he wants to show somebody his hat, or he's looking on the floor for a hat. Somehow he thinks he's going to find a hat on the floor. Or he's testing out his gun in the spawn room, or he spawns and there's no urgency to anything that people do in general. There's no awareness. So how are you going to coordinate the whole like control point thing? And some of these control point maps are fine because it's like one spot, so at least they know where to go. But like you got places like, I don't even remember, is it Dust, where you could like, there's like 3 of them that you could control at one time. Can you imagine coordinating 12 people to try to coordinate each of them at one time? It'd never happen. And most people don't use comms, so it's not like, all right, we're all at B. So then, when you spawn, you either go to B to help, or you go to the one that they're not at to try and help that small group. So control point's also just a frustrating scenario. Boy, this is really, really not. This is not the way I want to play TF. This is 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I'd have 20 kills by now in a game. I'd be enjoying myself. Some people would start to talk shit about me already. It'd be fun. And this whole level thing, I can't imagine it's on like winning, where I'm gonna gain a level because I won. Not in this new generation of just playing a game. You should be rewarded. So now I'm gonna be sort of, well, it probably is. If I just get in the game, I'll probably get a level. Oh my god, this is amazing. Whoa. Lakeside. I fucking never played this map. Oh, I can't even play soldier? Alright, I can. And I don't have my loadout.
Prepare to compete in 30 seconds. Competition begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess I'll follow the medic, who's only gonna ever heal the heavy. Of course. He can't even flick his healing around. Hey dude, can you flick your healing around to overheal some of us other people? Thanks, dude. Stay with the heavy.
Control point enabled. Alert. Control point has been contested.
So I can't change the view from first person.
We have lost control point.
First person view. They Ubered, back up. They Ubered, medic, back up. They Ubered. I hate Christmas. I have no idea which direction people are coming from. Shit! Run! Let's get up here, get up here, get up here. Watch the heavy behind you.
Thanks for the aid. Move, schnell. Thanks for the aid.
No idea where I'm going. Gotta try to hold that room near the control point too.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
That guy knows where the help is.
We have lost control point. Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Medic! On the time to inform your next of medic!
The control point is being contested. Our control point is alert. Control mission ends.
Spies.
We have lost control point. Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Medic!
Ends in 10 seconds.
Nice try, dude.
You failed. Prepare to compete in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everyone, please. We lost our first game.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control point taken. We have secured the control point.
Yeah, heavy medic on the left. 2 heavies.
The control point has been captured.
2 NGs. What the fuck do we need NGs for? NGs do.
Medic!
We have lost control point.
I guess through this. I can't even get on to.
Medic!
Dude, hit that shit. Nope, nope, it's good. Ah, you can get snapped.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Fucking clusterfuck.
We have secured the control point. Alert, alert, alert.
Alert!
Control point
Alert!
has been
Where's the
contested.
teleporter? There it is.
Thanks for the
Of
teleport.
course, he doesn't turn it, so I gotta face the wall every time. I have no idea where I'm going. So I guess I'm
Alert.
gonna focus
Our
on it.
control point has been captured.
Nice.
Alert. Our control point has been